Today I'm going to be talking about mistakes that I made in my college films, and I'm going to be using my short film, Still Not Enough, as an example. My first mistake I made was there was way too much plot going on, and when I say that, I mean it was like a feature film that I turned into a short film. So if your film is kind of like that, then cut it down, get one scene from it, and make that into the short film. So you have just focus on one scene instead of making all these scenes together like it's a real feature film. And that leads to the next problem, which is it was way too long. It was about like 17 minutes long. So cutting the length of the film down will allow you to use your budget more effectively and spend more money on each scene that you have. So if you only have like one or two scenes, you could make those scenes as best as possible with the highest budget. Another mistake I made, which was when there was a conversation between two characters, the dialogue was just, it was more like if I wanted to explain a backstory, I would just say it clear. So I just say bad writing. It's a mistake I made, and not using subtext. So you need to be like, you want to make the audience think and figure out things for themselves. So you want to make it, you want to not say too much. That's what I mean. The less you say in the dialogue, the better, whilst also conveying information. And then the final one is finding your location first, because in a short film, I wanted a prison for my action short film, Still Not Enough, and I used someone's house, and that is obviously isn't a realistic location for what I was going for. So if you find your location first, for example, if you find like a church, and then you base your film around that, it's going to be a lot more realistic. And think of all these crazy ideas like prison, and then saying, "How am I going to find a prison?" Yeah, so that's find your location first. Is the tip I would give you. Don't make it too long. Keep the dialogue short, whilst also conveying the information, and also not too much plot. And a final tip I'd like to add is focus on your uh, characters' outfits and uniforms, as this also conveys a sense of this is more high budget film, especially if you want to get into film festivals. So yeah, definitely invest in the characters' clothes.